16 Things You Didn't Know About Dior. Welcome to Luxify. We talk about fashion, travel, money, and basically all the best things life has to offer. Welcome to our video listing the 16 things you didn't know about Dior. Dior is a French luxury fashion house founded in 1946 by the French fashion designer Christian Dior. This internationally renowned brand is known for its elegance and timeless femininity. From their ready-to-wear fashion, leather goods, accessories, or footwear, Dior changed the game forever. They are a part of the LVMH group and had a reported revenue of more than 53 billion euros in 2019. So, without further ado, here are 16 things you didn't know about Dior. At the end of the video, we'll have a little surprise for you. If you are new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at luxfy.com. Number 16. Dior started with a 6 million francs investment. Dior was financially backed by wealthy businessman Marcel Boussac. Boussac had originally invited Christian Dior to design for Philippe et Gaston, but Dior refused, wishing to make a fresh start under his own name rather than reviving an old brand. The new couture house became a part of a vertically integrated textile business already operated by Boussac. Its capital was at 6 million francs and workforce at 80 employees. Number 15. The first Dior collection revived the fashion industry in France. In 1947, Christian Dior launched his first fashion collection for spring-summer. It was an instant success. The new collection went down in fashion history as the new look, after the editor-in-chief of Harper's Bazaar exclaimed, "It is such a new look." The debut collection of Christian Dior is credited with having revived the fashion industry of France. Along with that, the new look brought back the spirit of haute couture in France, as it was considered glamorous and young-looking. The feminine looks contrasted with the post-war fashion of the time. Number 14. Dior's new look instigated revolts and protests. Not everyone was pleased with the new look. Some considered the amount of material to be wasteful, especially after years of cloth rationing. Feminists in particular were outraged, feeling that these corseted designs were restrictive and regressive, and that they took away a woman's independence. There were several groups against the designs, including the League of Broke Husbands, made up of 30,000 men who were against the costs associated with the amount of fabric needed for such designs. Fellow designer Coco Chanel remarked, "Only a man who never was intimate with a woman could design something that uncomfortable." Number 13. The creation of Dior was marked with the launch of the Miss Dior perfume. The Dior Corporation itself lists the founding of Dior as 1947 with the launch of its first perfume, Miss Dior. Dior revolutionized the perfumery industry with the launch of the highly popular Miss Dior perfume, which was named after Catherine Dior, Christian Dior's sister. Number 12. Dior was responsible for putting Australian dressmaking in the world map. In 1949, Douglas Cox from Melbourne, Australia, traveled to Paris to meet with Christian Dior to discuss the possibility of having Dior pieces made for the Australian market. They signed a contract for Dior to produce original designs and for Douglas Cox to create them in his Flinders Lane workshop. The agreement between Dior and Douglas Cox really put Australian dressmaking in the global stage. Yet, the 60 Dior models proved to be too avant-garde for the conservative Australian taste. Cox was unable to continue the contract beyond the single 1949 season, making these Dior Cox couture pieces some of the most rare collector's items in Australian couture. Number 11. Yves Saint Laurent saved Dior from shutting down. The death of Christian Dior left the House of Dior in chaos, and General Manager Jacques Rouet considered shutting down operations worldwide. To bring the label back on its feet, Rouet promoted the 21-year-old Yves Saint Laurent to artistic director that same year. his first collection was a success. The clothes followed the Dior classic design, but were softer, lighter, and easier to wear. After a couple of years, he was called to serve the French army and left the House of Dior. Number 10. Anna Wintour helped John Galliano become creative director. Under the influence of Anna Wintour, editor-in-chief of Vogue, Dior's CEO Arnault appointed British designer John Galliano to replace Gianfranco Ferre in 1997. Galliano told CBS News that, without Anna Wintour, he would certainly not be at the House of Dior. The choice of a British design instead of a French one is said to have ruffled some French feathers. Arnault himself stated that he would have preferred a Frenchman, but talent has no nationality. If you are enjoying this video so far, please subscribe to our channel so we can continue to bring you the best content about fashion and luxury living. Number 9. Galliano revolutionized Dior more through his advertising than through fashion. In the 1990s, Galliano ignited the escalation of porno-chic advertisements, leading that trend among most fashion houses at the time, such as Gucci. Galliano also sparked further interest in Dior with somewhat controversial fashion shows, such as the Homeless Show, that featured models dressed in newspapers and paper bags, and the S&M Show. Number 8. You will find flowers in every Dior collection. The floral theme goes back to Christian Dior's childhood. The garden created by his mother in their Granville family home gave him a love of flowers that stayed with him throughout his life. The Dior style is beautifully defined by flowers. The dresses are frequently scattered with blooms or bouquets, embroidered with petals of flowers or draped in a shape of a rose, like the opera buffet gown. Number 7. The Lady Dior bag was made for Lady Diana. In 1995, Bernadette Chirac, wife of the former French president Jacques Chirac, contacted Christian Dior, explaining that she wished to give the Princess of Wales a unique handbag upon her visit to Paris. The Maison created a beautiful structured black bag, unofficially named the Chow Chow. It was presented to Lady Diana at the Cézanne exhibition at the Grand Palais. Shortly after, the princess was photographed several times with the bag on her arm. Described as iconic and legendary, Dior launched the bag in a larger series and changed the name to the Lady Dior in 1996 with Princess Diana's blessing. Number 6. Dior is an Oscar winner. Wow, sort of. Neiman Marcus awarded Christian Dior the Fashion Oscar in Dallas in September of 1947, while he was on a trip to Los Angeles, San Francisco, Chicago, and New York. Number 5. Dior couture shows would last for 4 days. The first people to see the collection were the most prestigious buyers and the press. The private clients were the last to see it. People were not allowed to sketch, take photographs, or share any information about the show until the pre-scheduled release date. Even the fashion magazines were not allowed to show their pictures, or else they would be sued and not allowed back. Number 4. A Lady Dior bag can cost more than $14,000. A basic Lady Dior ranges from $4,000 to $6,000. However, that's not where the price range stops. As a part of Art Basel Miami, Dior collaborates with several artists from all over the globe and unveils a line of artistic Lady Dior bags with a starting price of $5,000 going up to $14,000. These bags are retailed from specific Dior stores all over the globe. Since 2016, Dior has been inviting artists to create their own version for the Dior Lady Art project. Number 3. Beyoncé helped bring the saddle bag back. It was 1999 when John Galliano gave the Dior saddle bag its debut during his spring-summer collection. It started a whole new trend and became an instant success. It quickly appeared on Sex and the City on the arms of Carrie Bradshaw. Only 1 year later, the popularity of the Dior purse began to fade, and eventually, customers began to lose interest in this special eye-catching piece. Years went by, but suddenly, fashion taste for logo came up again. Beyoncé decided to dust off her vintage saddlebag in 2014 and started frequently wearing this piece proudly. People started speaking about it again, and slowly but surely the bag became hot again. Its return was so big that even Dior noticed, and decided to bring back the iconic silhouette. With a big influencer campaign in 2018, where you couldn't get past the saddle when opening Instagram at any given moment, it is safe to say that the saddlebag is here to stay. Number 2. Maria Grazia Chiuri created a new feminist era for Dior. In 2016, it was announced that Maria Grazia Chiuri would succeed Hedi Slimane as artistic director. She was the first woman to hold such position. Chiuri said that Dior stands for femininity, but the idea of that is still steeped in the 50s. Femininity isn't something that finished in the 50s, it can be more contemporary. She transformed Maison Dior by reinventing it to suit the modern-day woman. Although she stayed true to Dior's roots, she redefined what it means to be feminine. Chiuri's Dior has since produced many notable pieces, including the Ja Dior handbag line, basic tees with "We should all be feminists" printed across it, and a new Dior logo. Number 1. The Dior Caro and Bobby handbags were inspired by Christian Dior's life. Maria Grazia Chiuri takes big inspirations into the life of Dior's creator. Named after Christian Dior's beloved pet, the Dior Bobby bag is Chiuri's celebration of the notion of loyalty. The bag is supposed to be a loyal companion to the modern woman, thanks to its enduring style and craftsmanship. And the Caro bag is a tribute to Christian Dior's sister, Catherine, known affectionately as Caro. The Dior Caro bag is clad in the iconic canache motif. That's a wrap on our list of the 16 things you didn't know about Dior. Let us know in the comments below which one was your favorite. Is there anything we left out of the list? Tell us which brands would you like to know more about. And for sticking with us this far, here is some bonus information. Christian Dior was very superstitious, and that reflects on the Dior design. Christian Dior's superstitious nature correlated with his growing older. By the time he was presenting collections regularly, he would feel a compulsion to name one garment in each show after his hometown of Granville. At least one model would be instructed to carry a bouquet of white lilies, and God forbid he would ever begin a couture show without consulting his tarot card reader first. Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss a video. In return, we'll provide you the best fashion, travel, and luxury content possible. See you soon!